extra rush.
This one in lieu of one in Mount Laurel.
Sorry for the delay, folks, but we have a technical problem here.
Okay.
Somebody unplugged all the wires over here.
And I can't even get to my.
I'm trying to set it up.
Oh, no.
What?
I don't know who that is, but
He got fined at West Hampton.
Yeah, you did. Don't worry.
We're good?
Don't worry. I'll remember.
Call to order, please. Will everyone please rise?
Right away.
Salute the flag.
yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, we'll deal with it. We're gonna figure it out.
May I have a reading of the Sunshine Law, please?
Notice of this meeting was published in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Excuse me.
There'll be no new business after 11 o'clock, which is our standard thing, but there'll be no new business after 8 o'clock tonight, because we don't have much business. Roll call, please.
Mayor McLaughlin,
Here?
Mr. McKay,
Here.
Mrs. Gilmore,
Here.
Mr. Jacochi, absent. Mrs. Kelly, absent. Mrs. Baggio,
Here.
Mrs. Tyndale, absent. Ms. Cosco,
Here.
Mr. Crowpfeiffer,
Here.
Mr. Bradley,
Here.
Mr. Murphy, absent, and Ms. Coguglio, absent.
Okay, we have a quorum.
6, 7, yes, we do.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to acknowledge a former committee person, Mr. Dickinson, is in the back to join us tonight. Thank you. We have one item for new business. It involves Longbridge redevelopment plan, and Mrs. Cosco is going to introduce that for us.
Well, I was just going to give an explanation. So this is amending the redevelopment plan that was introduced by the governing body on June 15th, 2021, before the Land Use Board in the beginning of July, and vetted appropriately, and then adopted by the governing body on July 13th, 2021. This proposed ordinance amends this redevelopment plan. Currently, the redevelopment plan provides for, I believe it was 7 affordable housing units per the municipal ordinance. And what this does is it removes those required affordable units and mandates that the developer contributes to the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, and it actually increases the amount of contribution. The ordinance currently reads that 2% of the equalized assessed value of the improvements shall be contributed to the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. This ordinance increases that amount to 2.5% of the equalized assessed value of the improvement. So the purpose of this becoming before the Land Use Board is for you to determine that this change does or is consistent with the goals of the master plan. This change does effectuate our goals because it does contribute funds to the Affordable Housing Trust Fund.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're still ahead of the curve, so to speak, with regards to site plan, and everything else will continue normally. This is more of an administrative.
Correct. It's correct. It's yes.
Okay.
And right.
All right, are there any questions by any of the board members? This isn't a public comment situation, correct? Okay. Okay, hearing no comments, we have a roll call, please?
Well,
Oh, we need a motion, right?
excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Yep.
I know the applicants here. Do you guys have anything you want to contribute to this?
Quick question, is it?
What, you have to come up? Get it on the record?
Eric Ravicchio, 620 Hainsport Mount Laurel Road, Longbridge Farms. Paula,
Yes.
the 1.5% and 2, or is it 2% and 2.5?
I don't have the ordinance in front of me, but I can say that this change does require 2.5% of the equalized assessed value of the improvement because there is a density change.
And is the standard 2 or 1.5%. It's a question more than anything.
I'm sorry, you're right. The calculation of the developer's fee for residential development shall be 2% of the equalized assessed value of the improvements. The calculation for commercial development shall be 2.5%. That's why, because the 2.5% is a change in density for the commercial component.
Okay,
not
for residential, it's 1.5
It's
to 2%.
Correct.
On commercial, it's 2% to 2.5%.
Yep. Thank you for that, I appreciate that.
It's in the resolution.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure,
Thank you.
because, yeah.
Because you were looking like you were surprised a little bit.
I totally was,
I think maybe they want to come up.
So it's a 0.5% difference. for
on
the-
both sides.
Thank you for bringing, yes,
Good stuff. That's it.
good catch.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thanks,
Yes, thank you. That was a good idea.
well, he was looking a little, surprised. I'm like, uh-oh.
As he should.
Okay, good. Okay, board members, what's your pleasure on this? We need a motion and a second.
So we offering the whole ordinance or the whole resolution, or no, it's an ordinance.
It's an amendment.
It's an amendment to the ordinance, so we're just offering the amendment? Is that what
No,
we're
so
doing?
what we are offering is, as the land use board, we are offering a determination that it is in fact compliant with the town, with the master plan. That is
Okay.
it.
I'll make a motion that the change is in compliance with the master plan, I guess. Is that appropriate, Bob?
Yeah, there's I drafted a resolution that says that, that's what it says.
Okay.
The actual wording of the statute is that it's not inconsistent.
It's not inconsistent. There you go.
Yeah, I think there's a typo in the amended ordinance, or did we correct it?
Oh, with
Whereas
the
the
block,
Hainsport Township Committee has introduced on ordinance number 22022, should be 2022.
I'm not picking that up.
where is that?
Where are you?
Resolution 2022-10. That's what we're looking
Oh,
for.
right.
We're not there yet.
Go to the
Oh.
first,
He's looking
end of the
at that.
first whereas paragraph.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So would I amend my
No,
That's
motion to
minimus.
reflect
Minimus.
that?
no, this is de minimis, but that's on the actual resolution for
Then-
later.
My
What we're looking
motion
at.
stands?
I'll second that. Mr. Bradley has seconded. Any questions on the motion?
So this is on resolution 2022-10.
Correct.
5.
Well,
Why does it say five?
The change is what he was just
but we
referring to.
still, we haven't introduced resolution.
Yeah, I was just gonna
2022-10.
say, no,
That
no,
needs
it
to
is
be-
not. You're right, it is, but we have to amend the resolution. All we're doing is
Amending.
You're
amending,
amending 2022-5
yes.
by 2022-10.
8. Where's?
I think we're determining that the amendment is not inconsistent with the master plan.
That's
Right.
it, yeah.
Right.
Right, that's what we're concerned.
Yep.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
There's still the typo.
Right,
May I have a roll call?
we got it.
May I have a roll call, please?
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes,
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Ms. Costco?
Yes.
And Mr. Kroll Pfeiffer?
Yes. Okay, next is the minutes of the April 6th meeting.
I don't know if I was here.
And then
Hold on for 1
I
second.
don't think I was here.
It should be recorded. It's green.
I think you were not.
No, you were not. Don't we have to approve this one?
Yes.
Okay, I need a motion and a second that the minutes be accepted.
So moved.
I'll second it. Any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Kroll Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Ms. Costco?
Yes.
And Mr. Bradley?
Yes. Okay. Next, we're on item 8, which is resolutions, and we have an amendment to, we have 2 resolutions on there, but we're going to add a third one, which is Resolution 2022-10, which pertains to the amended ordinance and the business we just discussed under Long Bridge redevelopment plan. So I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to include Resolution 2022-10.
I'll motion that.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Ms. Cosko?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
And Mr. Krollheifer?
Yes. Okay, we're now at Resolution 2022-8, adopting the findings at public hearing with regards to the 2022 Master Plan Reexamination Report. And let's see who. So we need a motion and a second on that.
I'll make the motion. Second.
Okay. Any questions on the motion? Have a roll call, please.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Ms. Cosko?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
And Mr. Krollheifer?
Yes. We're now at Resolution 2022-9, which has to do with the new office building at the Hainsport. I always get their name.
Enterprises.
Enterprises. I always want to say something else. Need a motion and a second on that resolution?
If it's a variance, I can't,
You can't.
I'm out. I'm out.
We will.
I make a motion, we accept that resolution.
I'll second.
Okay, any questions on the motion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Ms. Cosko?
Yes.
And Mr. Krollheifer?
Yes. Okay, we are now at item C under resolutions, which is Resolution 2022-10 with the typo in that second, you know what
Yep,
it is, to just
we're-
correct
yeah.
that when we do the real one. Okay, do we have a motion and a second on that?
I'm in on this one, right? I'll make a motion.
Okay,
I'll second. Oh, I was gonna say, I'll second.
okay, any questions on the motion? If not, roll call, please.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
And Mr. Krollheifer? Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. And Ms. Cosko?
Yes.
Good? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Next, we have several items of correspondence, and I need a motion and a second to accept the correspondence and file it appropriately.
I'll make a motion, we receive and file the correspondence.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mrs. Baggio?
Yes.
Ms. Cosko?
Yes.
And Mr. Krollheifer?
Yes. Professional comments. Hearing none, we'll move on to board comments.
You gotta do something about the length of these meetings, H. They're
I know, I'm
getting
working.
out of hand.
Yeah, but I have to get credit for starting 7 minutes late, so.
10, but who's counting?
Okay. Hearing nothing else, public comments, please. Any comment from the public? Hearing none, I'll close
We
public
do have,
comments.
we do have 3 residents online,
Oh, okay.
or 3 public members online, I should say.
Any questions?
They're not unmuting.
Okay, hearing none from the public that are remote, I will close public comments. We are now at adjournment. Need a motion?
I'll make the motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Remember the girls?
Did you make that motion?
I did.
Good, and I'll second it. All in
Mr. Bradley
favor?
did.
Mr. Bradley.
Bradley,
beat
I
you
would
to it.
Oh, good, okay, that's fine. All in favor?
Aye.
We're out of here.
Oh,
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Paula, is there, I gather, is there something ready to come out for that development across the road there? Long Bridge Development? Sounds like something's in the works.
Oh, wait, hold on, let me just finish, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, he's here.
Huh?
He's here.